In this video, we are going to solve LeetCode problem merge two sorted lists. You are given the heads of two sorted linked lists, list 1 and list 2. Merge the two lists into one sorted list. The list should be made by splicing together the nodes of the first two lists. Return the head of the merged linked list. Basically, we will get two linked lists. You need to combine and find a third linked list by merging these two input linked lists, and the result should be sorted list, same like input linked lists. Here you can see the constraint. The number of nodes in both lists is in the range 0 to 50. So you need to be careful about this one. Linked list, the input in linked list can be empty, means null. You will get a null pointer. So here value of the linked list is this is a range. Both list 1 and list 2 are sorted in non-decreasing order, which they are not saying increasing order. The reason is that the element can contain repeating elements. So that's the reason they are telling non-decreasing. Elements are not unique. That's the point. So here you can see that one. Initially, list 1 pointer will point to the first element in the red. List 2 will point to the first element, this blue element. What we need to do is that we need to compare each element. Basically, we will get a list 1 pointer and list 2. We need to compare the head of these two elements, and you need to choose the smallest one and push to resulting linked list. Here you can see that one, blue one goes to the resulting linked list. Then list 2 pointer will point to the 3. Now list 1 point to 1 and list 2 point to 3. Now we will compare these two, 1 and 3. Then this 1 will go to resulting in linked list, and the list 1 pointer move to 2, red 2. Now list 1 pointer point to red 2 and list 2 point to blue 3. So it will continue like that until one of the pointers is empty, null. Okay, so let us write the code. Here you can see that one, input is list 1 and list 2. Return values list node. Basically, it's a pointer to the resulting linked list. Okay, so here you can see that one list node is this is a data structure. It contains int val and next pointer. Obviously, it's a linked list. Linked list will contain pointer, right? A single list contain only one pointer, and double linked list will contain 2 pointers. So here you can see 3 constructors, empty constructor, accepting value only, and third is a value, and next. Okay, so what I will do is that I will remove this one to simplify the code. We don't need complicated. Okay, so what you need to do first what you need to do is that we need a loop to compare each element. So I will add a while. So this loop should continue until one of the element is null. So basically condition is that both should not be null. So you will add list 1 is not equal to null, and list 2 is not equal to null. Okay, now we need to I will declare the third list 3. I will initialize later that one. So here what we need to do is we need to compare list 1 and list 2. List 1, basically list 1 is pointing to the head of the linked list 1. Okay, list 1 dot value, which is smaller than or equal to list 2 dot val. Then what you need to do is that one we need to add head of the list 1 to list 3. Okay, Once you added that one, what you need to do is that one list one pointer should move to next. List one pointer currently it was here, you need to move to next. So the reference to second element will be in the list one dot next. So you need to do the list one equal to list one dot next. It will move to next pointer. Okay. Else what you need to do is that one instead of list one you should use list two here. Add head of the list two to list three, and list two pointer should move. Okay, this is how you will compare, and the smallest one will go to third list. Okay, now once you done all the iteration, this one looping, one of the list will be non-empty. Okay, one will this condition will be false, one of the element is false, but the other list will be still non-empty. So you need to pick all the element from that list and push to at the end. Okay, so what you need to do here is that we don't know which list will be empty first, so you need to write for both list one. You need to check list one is not equal to null. Okay, then what you need to do is then copy this part and add here. Okay, the same should be done for list 2. List 2, head of the list 2 to list 3 and move the list 2. List 2. Now we need to return list 3. List 3 we need to, but you need to remember one thing. Basically list 2 3 first will point here, then it will point to here like this. It will continue pointing here, which means at the end the list 3 is pointing to here, or it's a single list, so you can't go back. So we in the beginning you should keep the pointer. So what I will do is that one here I will define another pointer, list node list 3 head. Then I will keep the list 3 node here. Okay, so this pointing to the first element in the list 3. Okay, so I will return that one here. I'll point one. Okay, so now how to add the list 1 to list 3? How to add this one? Basically what you need to do is that one you need to add element from previous node in the list. Okay, so basically you need one element first here, then only you can add. You can't directly add to list 3 here, or you need to check whether list empty or not, something like that. You need to check here, like if list 3 equal to null, then list 3 equal to new list node. Here you need to add the list to 1 dot val. Okay, else if it is already there, what you need to do is that one list 3 dot next. You need to add to the here in this block we have already list 3. Then you need to add to previous node list 3 next equal to this. You need to add there. Here you need to add. Okay, if the list 3 is empty, you need to initialize that one, otherwise you need to add here. Now what you need to do is here is you need to move the list 3 pointer. Okay, list 3 pointer you need to move like this. Okay, so here okay, it's we done this one. So basically this list 3 checking you need to do here also, and here also, and here also. Everywhere you need to check. The code will be very complicated. So what I will do is that one, uh, instead of this doing this one, I will undo everything. I will copy this part, this code, and I will add here. Okay, now I will add here list 3 equal to new, because we know that when it is empty there. Here list node list 1 dot val. It is initialized here. It is initialized here. It's a 2. Okay, so we initialize list 3. Now you need to do here is, instead of list 3 equal to, you need to use list 3 dot next, because we know that it's already initialized. A new list node list 1 dot val. Okay, copy that one and paste here. Here instead of list 1, list 2, and I think I didn't put comma here, semicolon here. Here should semicolon should be there. Here semicolon should be there. Here list 1 is correct. Here is the list 2 should be there. Okay, this is a main loop part. The code list 1 is not equal to null and list 2 is not equal to null. If list 1 is less than list 2 value, then add list 1 value. List 3 dot next, list 1 equal to list 1 dot next. So here we need to add one more thing. List 3 equal to list 3 dot next, because that pointer also should move, because you are adding to list 3, so it should continuously moving. So the same part you need to add here. You need to add here. Instead of that adding like that, you can do one thing. You can add here list 3 equal to, like that you can add. It will automatically send first to list 3 dot next, then that value will go to list 3. List 3, because it is assignment is happening from right to left, so it will work like that. List I forgot to semicolon here also. Okay. Okay, now this is a main loop, this ending part, remaining thing we have done. So we need to check the initial part. Initial part is correct or not. So here we need to check list 1 empty or not. Let me check. If list 1 equal to null, then return list 2. The list 2 can be null, that's not a problem, because both are null. You need to return null only. The same way you need to check if list 2 equal to null, then return list 1. Okay, list 1. So first we check the conditions, whether it is eligible for a merging or not, and then we done the initial head pointer for the list 3. We initialize that one. Then we start comparing each element. Then it's a final part. Okay, now let me check it whether everything is fine or not. Yeah, code is accepted. Now I will do one thing. I will submit it. Yeah, the code is working fine. Now what I will do is that I will try to simplify this code. You can see here almost 46 lines are there. I'm going to simplify that one. The first thing is that you can see that when we have one loop here and another 3 loop we have. Can we make it is these two logic inside in the same? Okay, you can see this part is actually is here, the same part uh, remaining is here, but you can move that to here. Okay, so for simplifying I will write here so that you can easily understand that. Now the code is similar here and here. Okay, so basically this loop should execute list1 is not null. So this code will execute only if both are not null. So I will do one thing. It should iteration should happen. One of them are not null. So list1 is not null or list2 is not null. Now this should execute if for this part also, right? This part will execute one if list2 is null. This part will execute list2 is null. Okay, so I will add here list2 is equal to null, which means see execution will be inside list1 is not null or list2 is not null. One of the condition. If list2 is null means list1 is not null. So you can go ahead with this code. Okay, otherwise you need to go here. So here since you can see here list1 is, assume that when list2 is null, not null, and list1 is null, then this condition will throw error, right? Because we are checking dot value for a null element. So here you need to do list1 not equal to null, and that condition also you need to check. List1 is not null and this condition. Okay, so basically this code will enough for these two. You can remove here. So I don't think I will test whether it's working fine or not. Yeah, code is working fine. Now here we wrote some code, it looks like some complicated. How can we simplify this? So what you can do is that one here instead of writing all this code, what you can do is that one do one thing. Write list node list3 dummy head list dummy head. You can just write and initialize a dummy node. It's just a dummy, it won't contain any data. Okay, it's empty, and what you will do is that one list3 will initially point to this one, list3 dummy head. It's actually one node, but it does not contain any value actually, and I will remove this list3 head from here. Okay, now basically what we have done is that we created a dummy node here with no elements actually. Okay, and list3 is starting from that one. So first element will be added to next of the dummy node, first element. Okay, now at the time of returning, what you need to do, you have this list3 dummy head. We know that element is dummy element. First node is this one, that's contained in the list3 dummy head dot next. So you need to add here dot next to do that one. Now now you don't need these two conditions, you can remove that one. We had 46 lines, now it became 20. So I will explain once again. First we initializing the list3 dummy head. It's a dummy node, it's not part of the list 3. It's just a dummy. Okay, and we using a moving pointer list 3 and initializing with the list 3 dummy head. Did I check whether it's working or not? It's working. Now here we are checking both and comparing, and we are adding to list 3, and we are returning list 3 dummy head dot next, because this list 3 is a dummy node. The actual element is starting from the next. That's all. Thanks for watching.